Hello everyone, welcome to my MERN internship project presentation. In this video, I will share my experience by developing a HomelyHub, that is a booking and a property management web application as a part of my internship at WebStack Academy. I am Mohidan from the Kurukshetra University, a third year BC student, and I will walk you through my learning, challenges, and the features that I implemented using the MERN technologies. So without any further delay, let's get started. So let's begin with an introduction to the HomelyHub. HomelyHub is a full stack platform inspired by the real world rental and the hotel booking challenges. The idea was to create a website that make it easy for the user to discover, book and manage places to stay, whether you are a host or a guest. My main goal was to connect both groups on a single, friendly, and the convenient platform built with the modern technologies. Now let's understand what is full stack web development and why MERN. Full stack web development means involving and building both the front end and the back end part of the web application as well as managing the database. The MERN stack provide a powerful combination of the technologies for developing modern, reliable, and scalable applications. What MERN stack stands for? The MERN stack stands for, first of all, M stands for MongoDB, that is a non-relational database, NoSQL, that is for flexible data storage. Second, E stands for the Express.js, that is a backend framework for creating a robust API. And third, R stands for React.js. That is a efficient front-end JavaScript library for building the UI interface. And fourth, N stands for JavaScript. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment that is used to run backend outside of the web browser. So this four MERN words stand for the MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and the Node.js. By mastering the MERN stack, developer can easily build complete application using a single programming language, which is JavaScript, from database to the user interface. Now let's then what my internship goals and the overview. During my WebStack internship, I set three main goals. First, to accelerate learning by working on the real world coding problem. Actually, this internship is approximate 1.5 month program, focusing on the practical and the real world application of the Munstack technology. And second, to gain the full stack fluency, connecting the multiple technologies into one project. And finally, third, but not the least, to build and showcase the Homely Hub as my live project. This journey improved my practical understanding and also developed my confidence as a web developer. Now let's net what are the project's requirement. For Homely Hub, there are mainly four core requirements. First is user registration and the authentication, which allow the guest and the host to securely sign up and log in with their account details. And second, property listing and the management. By login and the sign up, the user or the host can edit and manage property with the detailed images, prices, and the amenities. Now, what is amenities? Amenities is like a service that provided within particular properties, just like an Wi-Fi, washing machine, AC, and free parking, etc. Third requirement is advanced search and the filtering. In this Homelier project, the user can find property by the location, price, availability, and the type. Type means what are their room type. It's an entire house and two set and any type. And the amenities I told you earlier, the service available within particular property like an AC, washing machine, free parking, and the TV. That's all. And the fourth is demo payment flow. In this project, we build a CSS-based sample payment interface that simulates the booking and the payment experience. Not this is not a demonstration only. This is I mean to say this is for the demonstration purpose only. It is not a real payment gateway, but it guides the user how the data in payment flow in the actual website. Now let's understand the system architecture and the design of the HomelyHub. So I use the modular and the client server architecture for the scalability and the maintainability of this project. For frontend, I use the React.js to provide a fast, dynamic, and the responsive user experience. For backend, I use the Node.js and the Express.js to manage the business logic, data processing, and the API endpoints. Third, for database, I use the MongoDB, which is a non-relational database that stores the property, user, and the booking data securely. And the for communication, we made the use the RESTful APIs that allow the seamless data exchange between both the front end and the back end part. Now let's understand what are the technology we are used in a brief manner. First is HTML, that stands for the Hypertext Markup Language. HTML5 is the current version or the latest version of the HTML that is developed by the Tim Berners-Lee. So HTML basically used to create the structure of the website, or you can say the prototype of the website to see how the different elements are shown on the website. So we use the HTML to create the semantic and the accessible structure of the home layer. We mainly focus on building the clean document flow and the better search engine optimization. So we use the semantic tags like the header, nav, section, and the article for the clear content hierarchy that maintain our code clean. And second, we use the form element also for implementation of advanced form validation and the input type for the login and the sign up and the booking form. So this makes the site better for the user and also for the search engine. So that it means it means by applying the search engine optimization and the clean document flow, it follow and support all the guidelines for the broad user research. That is the accessibility. That is also a part that we gain through the HTML. Now let's understand the second technology, which is CSS. CSS is a cascading styling sheet, and CSS3 is a current and the latest version of the CSS that transform the raw HTML structure into polished user-friendly interface required for this booking platform like HomelyHub. Basically, if we made any website using HTML only, it's just like a prototype or a skeleton of a website. It's just like a skeleton of a human body. If we don't made this, if we have don't have a skin on the skeleton, it don't look good. So for the user for the user friendly interface and the polished interface, we bring the CSS that bring design into the website. So for CSS part, I use the flexbox and the grids for the layout that adapt to any screen size. I use also custom stylings for the property cards, filter, and the dynamic booking calendar views. So you can see in the live demo of the project that in the upcoming section. I also use the animation and the transitions to enhance the user feedback and overall interface of the website. That makes the look of website professional UI feel. Now coming to the third technology of the front end, which is JavaScript. That is called the language of the interactivity. So JavaScript is a dynamic and the lightweight programming language known for its role in the web development. It is one of the core technologies of the World Wide Web alongside the HTML and the CSS that enable user to make interactive and the dynamic content on the website. I used There are the various features that provided JavaScript for building the website. I use first the DOM manipulation, which is document object manipulation, that let user to search and filter on the support on this project. And DOM manipulation, just like user can interact with the HTML structure using the JavaScript. And second, I use the asynchronous operations like a fetch and async wait to send and receive data from the server quickly for managing the both front end and the back end. And third, I also use the functional programming feature like the ECMAScript features for the cleaner and the more maintainable code, particularly for the data processing and the filtering logic. Now coming to the front end framework part, that we use React. React is a library of the JavaScript and split my interface into a small components. So it was chosen to power the dynamic and the state-driven front end of the HomelyHub that allow user to create fast and the highly interactive user experience. There are the various pages in our website, or we use the same code for this, say we use the same code for the reusable blocks. So for example, it is a for React, we create a component based structure. It means breaking down the complex interface like property listing, filter, and the booking form into a reusable and the manageable component. Why we create? If we create a one component, so we have to create the separate component file for the booking forms, filter, property listing, and the login, sign up. So we use a reusable and the manageable component that we can use in the another component file to create the same layout. Second, the React feature we have adopted the state management. We use the use state and the use reducer that keep everything updated instantly when a user does something on our website, like the user authentication, the booking card. And the third feature that we use for React part is routing, that is implemented by the React Router DOM to create a seamless navigation between the property search page, individual property details like what are the descriptions and the number of the maximum guests, what are the price per night, and what are the images of this website, and what is the location of that website, and the user account dashboard. So that is the main feature of the React that we used in this project. Now coming to the server side foundation, which is Node.js and the database MongoDB. Let's understand the Node.js first. So Node.js is an open source and a closed platform, a JavaScript runtime environment, which allows the developer to execute the JavaScript code outside of a web browser. So that's why we use the Node.js. So basically Node.js is built on the Chrome V8 JavaScript engine, and it enables the user to creation of a fast, scalable and the efficient server side or a networking application. So Node.js run all the backend process. It handles the data validation and user authentication with the JWT tokens and the securely connect to the database MongoDB. I also build the REST API with the Express.js to process booking and user registration and the property management. I also use the payment integration system in this website. I basically we basically design a sample payment process for the booking and demonstrating a secure transaction flow. Not guys, it is again, I tell you earlier, it is not a real payment gateway, but the transaction flow and the user experience is real so that you can understand how the transaction system and the payment indication is going in the particular website. Now coming to the database part, use the MongoDB, that is a non-relational database that offer the flexible storage for storing the varied property of data from images to the prices like amenities, which is I told you like Wi-Fi, washing machine, free parking, TV, AC, and the booking dates. So MongoDB, within MongoDB, I with Mongoose, I designed schemas for user properties and the booking, keep everything organized. I also use the advanced queries which help the user to find the exact right property when they search on the search bar. And we use the MongoDB to make a efficient data storage. It means the site stay even fast, even we provide the lot of listing properties. So that's why we use the MongoDB in this project. If, in short, if I break down the HomelyHub project, so let's break down into a four main features. So HomelyHub offer the advanced search and the filtering options in which user can search the desired place and select the two dates and the amenities filter in which you want in the particular property. Second is secured user accounts. User can log in and the sign up with their details. That is absolutely secure. And in after logging, you can see their profile in the profile in this dashboard. And third one is property listing, property management property management tools for the host and end-to-end booking process and their related detailed descriptions. And basically in property management, I each part is tightly constrained, making the user experience smooth, whether you are searching for a place and listing your own property. And the fourth one is booking and the payment flow. We use a CSS sample based payment flow design that allow that basically which allow the user to see how the transaction flow in the actual website. It is not a real payment gateway, but you experience the how you experience the real feel of the transaction flow. So that is basically the four feature component of the Homely Hub that we are made in this internship with the WebStack Academy. So let's try to understand in a short what the filter option we have made. So deep dive the search and the filter functionality that is a powerful and a multi-criteria search and the filtering system which allow the user to quickly find property according to their needs. First, we design a price range. User can select the price range according to their needs, and user can also select the property type, which is a house, flat, and guest house or a hotel. And we also provide the property like room type, entire home, room, and any type. We also provide an option filter like amenities. I told you Wi-Fi, AC, kitchen, washing machine, and there is a small icon along with every text so that you can understand easily for the more UI feel. We also provide the data availability check. It means you also have the option to select the due date in which you want to start your trip and book the particular property. If we click on the each property, you will see the high quality images and the detailed description, what are the property and what the property offer and what are the price per night and what are the dates that is properties booking available and the maximum number of guests. So this is basically a brief manner we can provide a filter options and the search functionality. In conclusion, I can say this internship helped me to gain hands-on experience with the end-to-end delivery by building, deploying, and maintaining a complete product-ready application. And second, I can say gain the feature full stack integration, which allow the seamless communication and data flow between the four core month stack technology like MongoDB, Express.js, React, and Node.js. And third one, we have also gained the feature like complex problem solving because first we made this website, we tackle the many challenges like the dynamic filtering and the secure authentication and the payment gateway integration. So that's why we also gain something like complex problem solving feature in this internship. So let's try to understand. Let's see what are the HomelyHub project actually in the live demo. So thank you for time. Let's see the live demo of the HomelyHub. Already run the terminal. On the left hand side, I run the backend part that you can see app running a port, MongoDB connected. On the right hand side, I run the front end part. I already give link. When I click the link, this website is actually run. Yeah. So this is the website that we made in this this is internship. So HomelyHub, there is a functionality of the search bar with the best function like search, start date, end date, and the guest, maximum number of guests, and then we search. So let example, if we search Goa, then press the search button, then it is the Goa interface. It is the Goa property shown in front of me. So this is the filter option that I'm talking about. This is a price range. You can minimize and maximum. You can select according to your need. There is a property type. You can select rest house, hotel, room type, entire home, room, and the amenities like the Wi-Fi, AC. I want AC and free parking, pool, kitchen, and there is a two option like apply filter and the click filter. If I clear, all the selected item will be clear. So this is the filter option we have created. Now on the right hand side there is a one avatar icon. So this avatar icon is appear only after when you are login. I already login. So and the arrow icon. So there is two options like my account and logout. First first you can see when I click on any property, so you can see the properties images and with their gallery, which you can see each image is detail, or there is a description. I told you earlier, there description and the price per night with the booking form, with the start date, number of guests, and name, and the phone number, and what this place offer, kitchen, and the maximum number of guests are also written. If we write more guests than available with this, it's showing an error like this. For example, I already login. Mm, so if I write 11, so this guest must be 1 to 10. And there is also a map in because of the location and the extent for check-in, check-out time. So this is the property page. So you can see when I hover on each property, there is smooth transition animation effect, like it's showing in a black shed in the background and showing in the title of the property, name of the property with the location, the price per night. There is a very smooth transition effect, and also a property name are shown in the bottom of an each property. So there are the various property available. And when you click on the property, same images, descriptions, place of work, and the map. Oh, sorry, if I refresh it, it will appear. So oh, sorry, I log out. So that's why it's not showing. So there is a new user also option, and when you creating the new user, you can log in with the details. So let's see the new register page. I created, let's create it with the name of Mohidan, and the email is mhm, and the password is test and register. When I click on the register, it's showing an option just like an every password, and then there is a avatar icon appear on the right hand side, and there is a two option my account and the logout. When click on the logout, it automatically log out this, and I click on the my account, it's showing this page, and on the my profile tab it's showing the three various options like full name, it's showing and the email address, and when you join this website it's also the date and welcome to the Mohit in the big letters, and there's a two option available like edit profile and the change password, and click on the edit profile, you can change your profile, and you can change your name, for example, I Mohit DVN, and then update, so Mohit DVN, and you can also change your password in the when I click my booking tab, we do not book anything, so it's showing in this option. So on my accommodation, there is a my accommodation. What is a my accommodation? So my accommodation is just like a place where you can add your own property to basically own property to provide that property to the provide that property to the clients to book that property. So you can say in your words, you can provide your own property to sell that to the clients. So if you add your own property, you can set the title, address, city, state, pin code, and the photo also you can add using a link, or you can upload the photo just like this, browse, or you can also write description, select the property type, house flat, and the roof time you want to provide, and what are the amenities in your property that you want to provide, and then the extra info, what is the check-in check-out time, or you can select the check-in out check-out time, and maximum guest you want to allow for that property, and what are the price you want to set, and then click save. This properties appear in the home page. Now let's try to understand how to book and build a property. For example, I book this Carnival luxury platform, so I see the images, description, and the price, and the map also. So let's there is so you can see today is 30, but this date is not available for booking this property. So I want to select the available date. So 15 November, and date I want to 20. Maximum number of guests there is a 4. If I write 5, it's showing an error. If I write the -1, it's showing same error. So guests must be 1 to 4. So I write 3 guests. So full name I write Mohit Dhawan, and phone number 1, and book this place. So when I click book this place, this cart option showing in the front of me, which showing the detail like check-in, check-out, guest, and the nights, and the total amounts. When I click proceed to payment, this payment integration page showing as basically this is CSS based, not the actual payment gateway. So in this there is a separate unique ID, basically which user can feel the actual transaction flow. You can see check-in, check-out time, property name, guest 3, and the nights 5, and there is a two option available, cancel and the confirm payment, and it also showing the total payment. When I click on the confirm payment, it will automatically goes in the my booking tab, and when I click on this, it's showing this property is booked with the 6,000 rupees. So this is the whole HomelyHub project that we made in this WebStack Academy internship of a month stack. So so thank you for your attention, guys. And I will also extend my deep gratitude to my mentor, Richa Jha, and the entire website team for providing me their invaluable guidance, supports, and solving all my queries through this Monstack internship. And, your internship here was very crucial to the success of the Homely Hub and my growth as well as the full stack developer. So special thank also to you audience for your time and the engagement. If you really like this video helpful, please hit the like button and spread the word about the Homely Hub to your friends and the colleagues and share your thoughts in the comment sections. That's all. Thank you.